Alright, y'all. It's Ashley again. Guess what? Nowadays, there's no such thing as drinking a nice big cup of shut the fuck up. Can't unring the bell. This is the problem when you're somebody with a high emotional intelligence and you are the antithesis of what it means to be a bitter bitch or to be an energy vampire. On one hand, I'm like, I meant every fucking word of that last video I posted. I meant that and then some. I meant what y'all didn't even hear what I was thinking because I had to hold back something. Otherwise, I'd be in jail right now, clearly. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, I just unloaded on the world. I can't be an energy vampire. Otherwise, I would be my mom. And I've spent 34 years not being that. So I'm going to leave y'all with some comedic relief or something because I don't know how to be anything else. Every single day I wake up and I'm like, I got all these ideas going and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to try this, I'm going to do this. Like I came up with the program for like high school and middle school students. I can't get nobody in the education system to give me the time of day to just hear me out. I'm volunteering, I'm free, it would make a big ass impact. Every kid I talk to that's in Generation Z, and I talk to a lot of them, just random ass people that don't know me. Because I want everybody's opinion. Because I want to be proactive. I want to be preventative. I want to change something, do something different. I don't want to wait for tragedy to happen to make a difference. Because, like, there's already victims. It's already tragedy. If we could prevent it, why wouldn't we? It's like common sense to me. But that's definitely part of the problem, y'all. To feel like, what the fuck are we doing? And to feel like you're the only person that's like, yo, what the fuck? But like, it just makes sense to try it this way. Why wouldn't we? What the fuck? It's hard. And that's why I'm spent by noon on the daily. Wake up optimistic as fuck, good energy, like ready, like, yeah, but then the energy vampire-ism of the world sucks me dry by lunch. By dinner, I'm fucking deflated on the daily. That's not no chemical imbalance. That's not no substance abuse. That's the life of somebody who has a high emotional intelligence that wants nothing more than just to help everybody and anybody they can. That's what I battle on the daily. I can't help myself, but I can help everybody else. I've done the legwork. I've spent the time. I've spent 34 fucking years of self-educating, doing everything I can to understand anything and everything because I want to. There's nothing I don't get because I want to understand everything. It's very hard for me to just, I don't know, go about the daily. Like when I go out in public, I offer to help anybody and everybody with groceries, especially if they're elderly, because I want people to help my grandfather. So I hold the door for everybody and I offer to help everybody. But at the same damn time, I can't stand motherfuckers who are ignorant as shit to the world around them or who thinks the world owes them something. What, you Veruca Salt with that entitlement? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Daddy, I want it now. Like trying to have the self-control to not call that kind of shit out. That shit's rough. Like, let me tell you something. Because I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice by not calling it out. So that's why I made that video earlier. I've done a lot of research trying to understand what the fuck is it about Trump that people that should not be voting for Trump, because he's obviously a racist bigot and he can't control his thumbs on Twitter or his reckless ass mouth. But like, he's a piece of shit. So I'm like confused about how the statistics and the demographics that have voted for him are what they are. So I wanted to understand it and get to know it. And it's almost like because people's like, he's real. I mean, he's delusional as fuck. Like, more delusional than Helga Pataki on Hey Arnold, let's keep it 100. He lives in his own world. He does what's right for him. There's no way about that. But, there's no such thing as age appropriate. Just like there's no such thing as an honest politician. There's good people that are in politics, but guess what? They're in a fucked up system. You can't change, like I said, you can't change what's rotten at the foundation. That's why I want to fucking stop it and start anew. Let the wall be built and we the people over here can have a chance at a good society and a real democracy. Because, like, that's how I feel. But listen, y'all. In a couple of days, it's about to be the 60th anniversary of the most iconic speech that we'll ever hear in our lifetime. And I've been like, I don't know, feeling some type of way that I can't get nobody in the educational system that I've reached out to like just hear me out. Like, I'm offering to do something to make a difference for free, volunteer, like just give me a try, let me try. So the fact I can't like get anybody to just give me the time of day, I've been feeling extra. But everything else in my life is like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, this is something that gives me purpose because it would mean everything to me to be able to do something like this. Because we've been going about it the wrong way all this time, y'all. We all know that. I just want to be different. You can't save everybody, but at the end of the day, that's not a deterrent for me to not want to try to help and save everybody. Just like I always tell people, I'm a know-it-all, but I'm not a know-it-all. Because nobody likes a know-it-all. But I want to know it all. I'll never stop trying to know it all, even though I know that I'll never know it all. The more I think I know, the less I actually do. So, like, it's a paradoxical thinker. Like, that's how I am. I just want to make a difference. Like, I taught myself how to rap. I taught myself music theory the best I could on my own, just because I wanted to be able to freestyle some kids. Because I feel like, of course, they'll give me the time of day because everybody does. Because I always treat everybody the same way. I give them the respect that I would like to be given. So it works every time, but just in case it doesn't, what kid's going to turn down the chance to freestyle battle me off the top? None. Because they think they're going to eat me up, but they got another thing coming. Because I'm a beast. The point is, I'm making an effort every day and shit just ain't never working out no matter how hard I try. So, like, if the only thing I ever do for anybody and anybody is to just put it out there and just beg people, I got all the humility in the world. I ain't too proud to beg. That's where we at. So I make a joke out of shit that's not funny all the time. It's the way I cope with my own trauma. I was just telling my grandfather today, I said, what? I was never going to have kids. I know you're proud of me for that. But at the end of the day, I came out of a fucking rotten box. It is what it is. I got a very defective double X chromosome, and I'm not going to take the chance of passing that down to no kid. He couldn't help himself. He was, like, laughing hysterically, trying not to, though. But it's the truth. Like, my mom is a bad human. My family that I got left, other than my grandfather and my younger cousins, they not my family. I get more help from good humans that are strangers or just good humans in general. Like, I know quite a few good humans, and that's the reason I'm still trying. Despite watching the thing I love the most suffer on the daily, because I don't have the money or the means to be able to give her mercy. And my grandmother's sister, Kathy, that bitch wouldn't give me $530. She'd rather say I'm a school otter and got stuck at my grandmom's house. Like, it was just crazy shit, you know what I mean? I was like, I didn't want nothing from nobody. I just wanted my animal to not have to suffer because I love her more than life itself. But I couldn't get that. And that's okay. They could be bitter. They could be rotten. They could be energy vampires over there. From this point forward, they had 34 years to play a different part in my story. It's only slander, and you're only liable if you're speaking untruths. Them three over there, they done made up shit about me for 34 years. All types of crazy, weird, random, fucked up shit. I got receipts. And for what I don't have receipts for, it's my word against theirs. So they can't sue me. And they can't be mad because they had 34 years to play a different part in my story. It is what it is from this point forward. Because I'm going to help the world and I'm going to share my story. I would just rather go sit at the DMV and get a pelvic exam on live TV than talk about it, because there's just a lot of just awful. The point is, people don't understand this very basic concept about the golden rule. It's got to be always applicable. And what I mean by that is, you can't ever do something based on what you think somebody may or may not do if the tables was turned, because you ain't got control over nobody but you. So you have to do it in a way where it don't matter what they may or may not do. I'm going to do what I would want done to me. I do that shit every day. Because let me tell you something. Anybody I ever punched in the fucking face, if the tables were turned and they was acting like that, I would expect to get worse. Like, I know that sounds like a fucked up rationale, but it's the truth. Get it how you give it. Like, and that's where I'm at. So, I would never ask nobody nothing I wouldn't myself be willing to do, and then some. I ask the bare minimum from people, the bare minimum, and I give way more. I will give everything and anything. And so I'm so grateful for the good humans that I come in contact with, or that I've known for years, or just the strangers that I meet that don't have to give me the time of day or talk to me or anything. But for the sake of being good humans, because that's why I'm going to keep going. So, for the sake of Martin Luther King Jr. and that 60th year anniversary that's coming up in a few days, make an effort to be a good human. Make an effort to say, would I like that being done to me in that way? When you ghost somebody, or you tell somebody you're going to show up and don't, and then you call a day later and got all the excuses in the world, when all you had to do was communicate it from the jump. Because if you was already doing somebody a favor, they can't get mad at you anyways. And if you would have communicated it from the jump, then they would have had the opportunity to try to figure out something else last minute. You know what I mean? If you don't want it done to you, then don't fucking do it to nobody else. Period. End of story. Because like I said, at this point in my life, don't be a piece of shit, or don't be a piece of shit in front of me. Because I'll fall on my sword on my own. I'll go to jail. I'll take an ass whooping. I don't give a fuck anymore. That's where I'm at. But when I say don't give a fuck, it's because I give every single ounce and bit of my human being soul heart. I give every single fuck. And I'm tired of just letting shit slide. I don't care what gets done to me. Everything and anything has been done to me, and it's been done the worst by the people that were supposed to love me the most. Can't nobody hurt me. Tyler, the Creator, said it the best. Words don't mean shit. And he's right. Words are just words until people give them meaning. I love words. I endlessly scroll through the dictionary and the thesaurus all day, every day. That's my thing. Fuck social media. I love the dictionary and the thesaurus. And the PubMed research paper. But other than that, that's all I endlessly scroll through. But I love words. But the thing about words is, there ain't many that only have one meaning. Semantics is everything. Perception is everything. It's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. Everybody knows that. But more importantly, if your actions and your words don't align, then your words don't fucking mean shit. You feel me? So, I want to leave it on a positive note, because I feel like a piece of shit for being an energy vampire and unloading, even though I meant every damn word of it. Today, tomorrow, I'll still mean every word of it, because once you put it out there, you can't get it back. I wouldn't have put it out there if I didn't mean every single word that I said. But I don't want to be an energy vampire. Otherwise, I'd go hang out with my mom. I'm good. So just keep it in mind. It's very simple. Just all you got to do is say, "What I want this done to me." It's that easy. People use words wrong all the time. People don't know what a trigger means. People don't know what an actual narcissist is, or a psychopath, or the difference between a psychopath, somebody on the scale of psychopathy, and a sociopath, and a narcissist. These are three different things. And we got the world, the knowledge, every fucking thing in our fingertips. How could people just choose ignorance is bliss? It's not blissful to be ignorant when you could just ask Google or ask Siri, "Hey, what's the definition of this?" Don't take nobody's word for shit. Question everything. Fact check it all. Seriously. We gotta take a lesson from kids. Kids are resilient and inquisitive. We gotta be doing that shit as adults too. So, practice what you preach. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to leave this on a good note, y'all. Tomorrow, I'm still gonna be a dumpster fire and a shit show. But guess what? I own it. Can't do nothing else but that. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not. I am a fucking savage, but I ain't stupid. So, for life's sakes, I'm just going to keep it 100. And I'm not going to ask of nobody what I don't ask of myself or don't do myself every single day. Every day. Be the change you want to see in the world. Can't do nothing else but that.